Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Pick Up the Truth. Now, today we're going to talk about a comment that was left on one of Mag's videos. And yes, I happen to be over on Mag's channel watching the video he had about the fire in California. And I happened upon a message that one of his viewers left for Mag to clarify for him. It goes a little something like this. Mag, you make no sense, bro. You say the fire is fake, but in the same breath you say they do this because they want their land and they want them out. Bro, you make no sense 50% of the time. Now, our brother Mag, he so kindly responded, so why you on this channel? Because you're a fucking dummy. So yeah, instead of trying to make sense to this brother that was having trouble trying to clarify what he was saying, he just calls him a dummy, disrespects him, and curses at him at the same time. So yeah, I mean, this is the man that claims that he's bringing us truth because he wants to help us, help people find truth. But if they question his truth, they're a fucking dummy. Now, first of all, I'd like for you to clarify what you wrote, Mag. I mean, it says, so why are you on this channel? That's a question to this person. And you answer your own question, and it says because you're a fucking dummy, I mean, that's saying that everybody that visits your channel is a fucking dummy. I mean, is that what you mean? Because it sure sounds like it the way you wrote it, So why are you on this channel? Because you're a fucking dummy. I mean, are you calling him a dummy? Obviously you are. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to clarify. I mean, we get what you're talking about, Mag. I mean, I just find it odd that a grown man such as yourself, who should have been taught as a child not to disrespect other brothers and sisters of yours, not to disrespect them by calling them dummy, stupid, retarded, idiots. I mean, we were all taught that as a child by somebody in our life, not to disrespect people in that manner because we wanted to be respected as well. But here you are, a grown-ass man, trying to program other grown-ass men and women to call each other stupid, dumb, retarded, idiots. What? Now, why would Brother Mag be trying to program his other brothers and sisters to divide themselves in such a way? I mean, you say you're the only one that we can seek truth from and find truth from. I mean, otherwise, everyone else is a dummy, So, can you explain to us why would we want to divide ourselves among other people, against other people in our lives? Why would we want to divide ourselves from them? Why, Mag? When we were taught as children to respect each other. Now, let's continue. I have a small audio clip that I like to play that Mag makes a comment I'd like to talk about, and Let's get into it.
I'm not lying to you. Every time I see somebody in the mask, they look dumb to me. They look like one of them that got brainwashed by the dumb government system. That's all I see them as when I see them.
Now, everybody in the mask looks dumb to him. Now, why would he want us to feel the same way? Because everything he says is truth, he says, right? So if he says that, then most of the people following him will believe it as well, because he says it's truth. Everything he says is truth. So he wants us to believe that every time we see somebody in the mask, we're supposed to think of them as dumb, stupid, or, idiots, because they've been brainwashed by the government. Okay? Look, Mag, we've all been brainwashed by the government. Why are we any different than the ones that are brainwashed by something extra? We were born in a system that brainwashes our minds. Now, I want to go back to the comment where he says that everybody that wears a mask looks brainwashed to him. Of course they are. They're brainwashed to wear the mask, and they're conditioned to wear it. And we shouldn't alienate ourselves, from those brothers and sisters of ours, because we've also been programmed and brainwashed throughout our entire lifetime, and we're fortunate enough to be partially awakened to it. And when you're awakened to the truth, we shouldn't be dividing ourselves against each other. We shouldn't be calling people disrespectful names and encouraging that between the ones who worship you. If you care anything about the people that subscribe to your channel and that you program to follow you, have a little compassion for them. If you want to teach them something, teach them how to have respect for their brothers and sisters and not to call them those kind of names like they were taught to do as a youngster. We were all taught to do that as youngsters, to respect each other and not to call each other those kind of names. And to see people doing it as grown folks, it's kind of laughable, especially when somebody's programming that behavior in other people. It just makes it even more laughable. How is this happening as grown people? I've never seen this kind of behavior promoted before. There's only one reason why you would want to promote this kind of behavior, and that's to keep people from uniting. You make it harder for truthers to unite with their friends and family when the so-called truther seeking truth is taught to think of the people that are asleep as stupid or dumb or any of the above. It doesn't promote a unity to be able to get close. And I'm not going to discriminate against anyone. I would not want anyone to discriminate against me for not wearing a mask, which I don't. I choose not to wear a mask. I'm fortunate enough not to have to wear a mask, because a lot of our brothers and most of the brothers and sisters that have to work to survive in this system, are required to wear these masks, are required to take these tests, are required to do things they don't want to do. That doesn't make them stupid. That doesn't make them a dummy. That there's no choice. They have to survive. These people are forcing it upon our brothers and sisters, and they're not dumb. They're not dumb for complying when they just have to survive. Now, we have to start respecting one another so we can get close and talk to each other and treat each other as the creation we really are. Because the sooner we realize what we really are, we're natural creation, and we were born into an unnatural system, and this is not Babylon. This is a Masonic system that programs and trains Masonic servants, and we are those servants. We were born into a system that makes us a Masonic servant, from the language we speak to the numbers we're consumed and enslaved by. The only truth you're going to find in this world that you were born in is that you are natural creation, meant to exist freely on the natural land that was created for you. That's the only way we're going to find freedom. That's the only way out of this Masonic system we were born in. This is not some kind of Babylon in a fictitious storybook meant to program your mind with. This is the land that was created for you. And the unnatural cities you find yourself born in are the unnatural systems that enslave us. Because they want to control and enslave the majority of the population so they can continue living freely off of our backs as their servants. These mundane scheduled positions that they enslave us in time with, it's the jobs that they created for us to be divided by. The better the job, the more superior you feel over your brother and sister. And that's the same with any job. But still, your job is a scripted job because they created it. And that job that they created for you to routinely work in and be enslaved in every day helps enslave you and others in this system they created for us to be servants in. All because we've allowed them to take away our natural land and natural resources. We can't call our brothers and sisters that wear masks dummies. We can't call them stupid, like Mag wants us to. We can't think of them this way because they are our friends and family, and they are forced to wear one to survive. Otherwise, they don't have a chance of paying for some place to live in this Masonic construct they were born in, and they don't have a chance to pay for the food that they were forced to pay for because they stole all the natural resources from us. If they tell you to do something, you're going to comply because Mag's not giving you any solutions to find a way out of it. because it's too busy dividing you from talking to your loved ones truthfully and not thinking of them as stupid when things get heated. You know, how many times have you talked to one of your friends or family members and you slipped and called them stupid or dumb because your brother Mag has said the same thing? There's no way we could unite with our friends and family and help them truthfully. How would we ever be able to wake them up if we think of them this way? It would be very slow, like what's happening right now. We're being programmed to divide ourselves with this. And it's right in front of our eyes and we can see it. Let's take a listen to the rest of the audio clip and we'll finish up talking about this.
Mag asks, how do you feel when you see people in masks? Well, when I met with my parents, I couldn't get out of the car for like 10 minutes. Just cried. And I didn't get out and meet them until they were off. And then I'd rather be dead.
Wow. Wow. She couldn't get out of her car for 10 minutes because she was crying about the way she felt about her parents wearing a mask. And we wonder where she got the bad feelings from. No doubt her brother Mag programmed her to feel this way about her own family, her own parents that love her unconditionally as the creation she truly is. I mean, this woman doesn't know that she's true natural creation. And she doesn't realize that her parents made her physical creation so that her energy could exist in that body. And her parents have loved her unconditionally. And they proved it by being with her without the mask, because they see it upsets her. No matter how they were programmed to feel about the mask, their relationship with their daughter came before that, when they took them off. But it's a dangerous thing when you allow a person, or be it a man or a woman, to get you to feel a certain way about something when it divides you. It divides you. It was meant to divide you. It's not good when we think about people being stupid because they're doing something they're programmed to do. We're all programmed to be slaves. There's nothing better or worse about each of us. We need to start thinking of ourselves as naturally equal to each other. We are naturally equal in creation. Why separate? Why? Well, some questions we have to ask ourselves. I hope everyone has a good night. Take care of yourself.